Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 7. I don't think that he's gonna manage to kill a Puffer just like that. That's gonna be my way to begin this intro. Like Tanjiro, I really don't think that he's gonna manage to kill a Puffer just like that. You know, that little upper four. For me, it's upper four, you know, and what is out, like he said, like he explained, in fact, it's his emotions. When he's attacked, you know, when he's feeling attacked, his emotions are getting out and are stronger than him and are protecting him. The symbolism behind that, guys, is so amazing. Like, I know that it has been 1 week that we discovered the last episode, and already during the last episode I was amazed by that symbolic thing and all. 1 week later, I'm still amazed by it. I still think that it's a wonderful idea, truly. All of that thing, you know, about when you're feeling weak, you know, when you're someone like that, like upper four, you know, when he is only by himself, is that old man always crying, being so anxious and all. When he's feeling attacked, he has his emotions out because his emotions are stronger than him, in fact, and are protecting him. I love the symbolic of it. So that's why also for me, right there, he can't really, Tanjiro, kill a Puffer just like that. For me, it's not a question, you know, of blades, even if right there he has the raging blade, the burning blade and all. I don't think that it's a question of blade like Genya seemed to think and all. For me, they have to kill his 4 emotions, and during the little, you know, the little moments when they're out, these emotions, you can attack a Puffer and you can kill a Puffer. For me, it's more something like that. And if it's not that, no matter what, I don't think that just right there, they're gonna manage to kill a Puffer. But yes, that symbolic, you know, around him, around this demon ability was so great during the last episode. I loved it so much. And also, all of Genya memory was so great. But, you know, I was less excited about it, you know. It was wonderful, it was well written, it was well done, it was really emotional, I had some tears and all, but it was so rough to see, and it was unexpected also to see it during this episode, so they took me by surprise with putting a memory right there about Genya, and a memory like that, but at the same time, like I just said, you know, 1 week later, I feel still sad and still shocked, you know, by all of what happened. But I can feel also that it began to build a connection between me and Genya and also Sanemi. Because I discussed about it, you know, with some of you guys on the comments on Patreon and also on YouTube about Sanemi and the fact that now we can understand more the fact that he reacted like that, you know, when he discovered Nezuko, that they had a demon just right there and that Sanemi wanted to kill her. I remember that I was really mad, that I was really against him. I didn't understand why he was acting like that, and it made me mad. I had the impression that he was just, you know, stubborn and all, and that, which, that was not great at all. But now, when we know his story, when we know that he was forced to kill his own mother because she was a demon and he had to do it to protect his family, and it didn't succeed, it was still a failure, you know, because all of the siblings, you know, they died. Can we, except for Genya, can we really blame him now, you know, for acting like that with Nezuko? I'm still against it because I love Nezuko, and to see her, you know, being hurt like that, it was awful. But now at least I can understand the reasons why behind Sanemi's actions. It's not just that we know, it's also that we can understand. I can still blame him because that was bad, but I cannot blame him because, you know, he was too stubborn or something like that. No, we had a real reason behind that. And the fact that Genya, he wants to see his brother that much, to just be able to apologize to him for what he said during that moment. The fact that Sanemi said that to his brother, you know, that was awful. You know, the fact that you can never be a Demon Slayer, that stuff, you know, these lines, that was awful. One of you guys on the comments told me that it was just his way, you know, Sanemi's way to push Genya away because he didn't want for Genya to be a Demon Slayer, to be in danger, you know, that he just wanted his brother to have a normal life and not to go on the same path than him because he knew that it would be a difficult one. Maybe it's the case, you know, but for now we don't know, we can't know for sure, but see, I read your comment and it's staying into my mind, and maybe at some point we're gonna have the confirmation of it, but for now I can't say, okay, it's that, because they didn't say it, you know. Genya likes Sanemi. We'll see. Tokito. Like, guys, the last episode, really, why did they put that little scene with him during it? It was just to show us that he was still alive and that during the time that we were with Tanjiro and Genya, other stuff were happening outside of that situation, you know, that the attack was continuing outside of that situation especially. Okay, it was a good way to show it, but did we learn something new? Did we have something new happening or anything like that? Nope, not that much. So I hope that during this episode we're gonna have news about him. In a weird way, I'm not that scared, you know, about the fact that he's into that bubble of water, you know, that he can't breathe and all. I'm not that scared of it. I'm more scared about all of these things, you know, hurting him and being poisoned. And that poison situation, I'm not okay with it because we don't know what kind of poison, we don't know how fast, you know, it is or not. I'm less okay with it, you know. The Love Ashira, normally she's coming, but to help who? You know, Tokito or Tanjiro and Genya and Nezuko? It would be better to help Tokito at this point, I think. We'll see. The Vase Demon is really annoying, he's talking too much. And yes, it's me who is saying that, me who is making so long intros and reviews. I see you. But he's talking too much, like, during his attacks, he's bragging about these attacks, you know, how great he is and stuff like that. Normally when villains are making that, you know, that mistake into movies, shows and animes, it's not good at all because it's a mistake, you know, like, because of that, the real heroes, they have the time to attack back and stuff like that. I think that it's gonna be the case right there. And again, you know, for the symbolism of what Upper 4 is, because of that, maybe I'm less interested for now about Upper 5 and what he can do and how he is and stuff like that. His ability, it's what? To get out of a vase, to be able to jump from a vase to another one, you know, to create also other creatures coming out vase, like... For now, I'm less interested by it. Let's say it like that. Let's go for this episode. Let's go for it. It's episode 7. Maybe... I know I'm a living contradiction. I was gonna say maybe it would be great to kill at least one of them during this episode. You know, episode 7. But again, I don't think that Tanjiro, right there, beginning of this episode, is gonna manage to kill Upper 4. But maybe at the end of it? I'm a living contradiction, I know it. Stop! Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, if you want to have this episode earlier, 1 day sooner, and with an extended or 4 action part, but let's be honest, since the beginning of this season, I only put 4 action part because the first one, it was a big one, and after that, we already began the fight, so for sure I put the 4 action part on my Patreon for this episode. So maybe it's gonna be also the case for this one, check the description to know it. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a 4 action part. If you can be interested, you know, to have this 4 action part, to see really all of the scenes with me, all of my reactions, and to not have, you know, the video cut like that and playing with opacity and stuff like that. It's the best way to support me in my Patreon. If you want, if you can, it would be appreciated. Not only appreciated, like I said last time, but also really useful. So if you can, it could be great. Let's go for this episode. But is it really upper 4 or is it another emotion? It took another of his emotion out. Oh wow! The music also. But you know, I was thinking the burning blade would have been enough. It just missed, you know, some Nezuko's blood. Okay for that. And trying to kill him, he got another emotion out. The biggest one, the strongest one, it seems. Yes, but she... Music! You're the real performer?
怒りの鬼が両手を掲げた。キリストの間に引き寄せられたのは火の鬼と楽の鬼。2体の鬼は吸収された。
Yes, he absorbed them. Oh, the symbolic of that, guys. Anger can be the strongest emotion and can eat all of the other emotions. Can take all of the place. Anger can do that. The symbolism of that, guys!
3体の鬼を吸収合体したのか。分裂じゃねえのにさらに若くなった。本体だと思われるジジイを抜いた状態での合体。
Ah, you're still out. So you're not the real deal. You're still an emotion protecting him. Nezuko, you don't seem affected like the other ones. You're calling them villains. He's a protector, you know, we have to consider him as a protector of upper 4. So for him, they are the villains. I'm really seeing so many symbolic stuff, it's awesome!
弱き者をいたぶるからよ。の小さく弱き者。誰がだ。ふざけるな。お前たちのこの匂い。人間の数は100や200じゃないだろう。その全員が命をもって償わなければならないことをしたんだ。ねじ曲がった少年だ。絶対に許さない。あっちめ。
You're right, Tanjiro, for sure you're right. But does he know about it? Do they have the conscience of it, these emotions?
わしが食った人間どもに貴様の身内でもいたのか。 いつらとも貴様は関係なかろう。
Humans? To protect other humans? Weakest humans?
そんなこともわからないお前の方こそ気付けだろ。
Yes. Tokito? Maybe you're gonna get out of this water today?
肺に残っている空気でまだなんとか一撃出せる。霞の呼吸一の型水天と霞。この突き技でも破れない。
Ready?
ダメだな。終わった。
No, 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 don't give up.
応援が来てくれるといいけど俺は死ぬからせめて2人柱を頼みます。どうしてそう思うんだ。どうしてそう思うんだ。
Ah, it's Tanjiro. Oh, I thought that it was a memory from... Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, ancestors and all. I was already...
炭治郎にはこんなこと言われてない。言ったのは誰だ。この中には入らせない。
It was an ancestor of Tanjiro.
もしやここに佐藤さんでもいるわけではあるまいな。すごい鉄だ。
You're so focused on it.
四十手前の肉体お砂糖は覚えん。おいそこの人間。作者は誰なのだ。どのような方がこの刀を。わかるぞ。
You do?
こいつ。
Oh, for you, Ego, the fact that he's not paying attention to you. No, 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 no. I see where we're going with that. It's no. His face, he looks like Tanjiro.
この一年の身を込めて打った刀なんだ。ただ一つ。はがめずかぞ。死ぬ。
No, 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 no.
空気が尽きた。絶対どうにかなる。諦めるな。必ず誰かが助けてくれる。
The love Ashida, she's coming.
結局人任せなの。一番ダメだろうそんなの。だから人は力を合わせて頑張る。誰も僕を助けられない。みんな僕より弱いから。
No.
僕がもっとちゃんとしなきゃいけなかったのに。判断を間違えた。いくつも間違えたから僕は死ぬんだよ。
You're not gonna die.
僕が切れないのに君が切れるはずない。
He's gonna try no matter what.
佐藤さんを守れ。せめて持てるだけ刀を持って逃げろ。 何してる。後ろだ。後ろに。
You're gonna succeed together to protect the kid. Come on, Tokito. No! No, 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 no! Mais non!
水落ち。急所を刺された。死ぬ。君じゃダメなんだ。どうしてわからない。傷口を押さえろ。僕のところに来るな。助けようとするな。君にできることはない。
He's gonna give you air. That's so clever, kid. But for you, is it not
人の
right?
ためにすることは巡り巡って自分のためになる。
You saved him.
そして人は自分ではない誰かのために無一郎
Your dad? You remember? Finally! The kid! Is he gonna be alright, the kid?
思い出したよ、炭治郎。僕の父は君と同じ赤い瞳の人だった。
He had the same eyes. I was right, they're from the same family. I'm gonna come back to it during the review. Let's watch the little scene at the end. Okay.
隠れてこんなことしてたんですね。お父さんを追いかけ回していた時に持っていた包丁。花根塚さんが持った包丁で怖くて料理に使えないんだって。全く意味ないじゃん。怖い怖い。花根塚さん怖いですって怖い。次回第8話無一郎の
First, I'm sorry, I'm hungry, so maybe it's gonna make some noise. I'm sorry for that in advance. I'm not gonna cut during the editing each time that it's gonna make noise. It's going with my theory about the fact that they are related, they might be cousins or something like that, you know, because if Tokito is an ancestor of that wielder, you know, that big wielder and all, okay for that. But still, Tanjiro, he has access to his memories, and we have that memory with the wielder and one of Tanjiro's ancestors, the burning mark, you know, all of that. For me, there is a question of being a cousin or something like that. I think that maybe it's something like Tanjiro is the real ancestor of that wielder. It would explain the burning mark, it would explain the memories, you know, to have access to these memories. It would explain, you know, the thing with the blood, you know. It would explain the fact that this wielder met one of Tanjiro's ancestors because in fact he was visiting his family and that's why he protected that ancestor, because he wanted to protect a member of his family. Like, for me, it's more something like that. And in fact, Tokito is, you know, a cousin or something like that, like maybe Tokito ancestor was one of the wielder's brother or something like that. I don't know. For sure there is a question of being from the same family, but the fact that Tanjiro, he has the burning mark and he has access to these memories, it's making me think that he has a more direct link with all of that than in fact Tokito at the end, because Tokito, he doesn't have the burning mark and the memory stuff like that, it's not happening. He lost his memories and that's it, he's beginning to have his memories back. It was his father who said what Tanjiro said to him just a few episodes ago about that, and they have the same red eyes. But see how his father was looking and all. For me, he didn't look like Tanjiro, he didn't look like Tanjiro's dad, so he didn't look like any of Tanjiro's ancestors. We understood, you know, with this anime, with all of the memories and flashbacks that we had, that when they want to make us understand that it's one of Tanjiro's ancestors, is looking like Tanjiro or like Tanjiro's dad, and right there it's not the case at all. So yes, for me it's more something like that. Your father and you lost your memories. A demon. You know, at some point also you remembered what a demon said. A demon came to kill all of the members of your family. Maybe the same who came to kill all of Tanjiro's family. You know, maybe one demon targeted all of this bloodline, something like that. Can it be something like that? Because Tokito is young, so he didn't lose his memories so long ago, you know, so maybe it's something like that. Can it be something like that? You know, I'm thinking about the chronology of stuff. No, he became an Ashida sooner than that. I don't know. Right there, the fact that he was ready to give up, in a way. Tokito, he really thought that it was over and all. And it's Tanjiro. The fact that it's Tanjiro coming like that to him because what Tanjiro said marked him, you know, so much. not shocked him, but really, yes, it mocked him so much that now, you know, into his mind, Tanjiro is the voice of the reason, you know. It's so cool. That memory was cool. Oh, the kid! Oh, the kid! Now I'm gonna be scared for him, like, are we sure that he's gonna be okay, this kid? Because, like Tokito said, he touched, you know, his solar plexus, so it's not good at all. I was already scared, you know, for Tokito, not because he was into this water, I knew that he would get out, I don't know how, but I'm really scared about all of these things into him and the poison situation with that, and I'm still scared about it, but now I'm gonna be scared also for that kid. But it was so great, you know, that kid intervening like that, so it was a reminder of what Tanjiro said, the fact that when you help someone at some point, it's coming back to you, and that's why, you know, that kid, he wanted to save him that much, because earlier you saved him also. Oh, that was so cool. And we saw Tokito, you know, having emotions for once. Okay, he was mad because the kid was coming and he was like, you're weaker than me, you can't do it, and stuff like that. But in fact, behind all of that, and we saw it no matter what, he was worried. He was worried for that kid, he was desperate for that kid. And I think that it's one of the first time that we are seeing Tokito having emotions, expressing emotions, being worried for someone, be scared for someone. Yes, he showed emotions. For sure, what Tanjiro said, you know, opened a door for him, for his memories and all of that. But I think that this kid, ready to sacrifice himself, you know, to take so many risks, to save him, to pay his debt, just to save him, I think that it can open another door, you know, and a door to emotions. If Tanjiro, he opens the door for the memories to come back, maybe what that kid just did opened the door, you know, for emotions to come back. It would be great. The vase demon, you know, all of that thing with the sword, and even, you know, just... It was a lot of information, I have the impression, you know, at the same time. And how he looks like! For me, it looks like Tanjiro, but older. No? Is it just me? Like, maybe now I have the impression that everyone is looking like everyone into this anime, because they are making, you know, so many parallels between characters. They are playing with the memories, with ancestors looking like, in fact, the real ones, you know, right now. So they are playing so much with that, so maybe I'm confused by it, and I saw him, you know, like Tanjiro, and in fact no, but I don't know, it felt like that. Another cousin? I don't know. You know the purpose of that sword? I want to believe, you know, that it's a purpose like right now, to be applied right now to kill that demon or something like that, but with how we said it and all, I have the impression that it's more than that, and it can be something like it's gonna be the sword which can be used to kill Muzan, something like that. You know, which can be used for something bigger no matter what. Okay, I mean, okay, that's all I can say, I think, for that second half of the episode, which was about the vase demon, Tokito, all of that. About the first half of this episode, you know, about Tanjiro against Upper 4. I love so much the symbolism behind all of that, you know. Upper 4 is representing the fear emotion, but I really think that this Upper 4 is a real deal. So, you know, it would mean that the emotion of fear is really the heart, you know, of this demon. Again, if you have to think about the symbolism of all of that, it means that when you're afraid, when you're weaker, and all of that, you're really yourself, you know, it's really the heart of who you are truly at the end. And being attacked, again, he got one of he got another emotion out, or at least he managed, you know, to have all of his emotions merging like that, absorbing each other, or maybe more anger absorbing everyone, to have this other demon, this other emotion, biggest emotion, to protect him. And really the symbolism behind that, behind the fact that anger can be the most powerful emotion, the most protective emotion, because it can absorb all of the other emotions, so you can only focus, you know, on protecting yourself because you're afraid and you're weaker. The symbolism behind that is so great! It was not what I expected, and you know, I made some theories during this intro. I thought that to attack Upper 4, they would have, you know, to kill the 4 emotions, so they could really have access to Upper 4 and to kill him. And no, it's not that. It's really like all of the emotions fusing, being absorbed by anger, with the strongest emotion who can absorb them all, with the most protective and dangerous emotion. It's really something. What anger, you know, what this new demon, this youngest demon, said to Tanjiro about you are the awful villains because you are attacking someone who is so weak and all. In his position, yes, you can understand that, because from his side, you're attacking someone weak and he's just trying to protect the art, you know, of himself. I don't know how to represent that, you know, how to describe that really. But for sure, Tanjiro was right to say that no, you're not gonna play the victim card, because right there, you're the demon, you killed a lot of people who were really weaker. So no, it's not okay to say stuff like that. And that defense, you know, Upper 4 saying that, you know, as a defense, like, there are members of your family? No, so why are you mad at me? That line of defense, you know, nope, we're not gonna take it. But that fight is gonna be amazing, because this demon is really impressive, you know. He has a lot of things to protect himself, I mean to protect Upper 4. I think that Nezuko and Tanjiro together, with Nezuko giving also more blood to Tanjiro for, you know, the burning blade, the raging blade, they can attack and almost kill, you know, the youngest demon right there. At least enough that he's not gonna be able to protect the real deal, you know, the real Upper 4 during some seconds, so Genya can kill that one, so he can become an Ashila after that. Oh no! Because it would mean that he did it because of Tanjiro's help. It wouldn't work. But I think, you know, that they can do it maybe like that. The love Ashila, where is she? She was supposed to come, she was supposed to help, and it has been a long time that we didn't see her. We finally resolved the situation with Tokito. I mean, resolved the situation, we still have the poison situation, and for sure the vase demon to kill, Upper 5. But at least he's out of that water thing. He was into it since 3 episodes now, so it's great. That was a cool episode. The moments of fighting, you know, were so great. The musics were so great during some moments. And again, we had new informations, mostly, you know, from Tokito, that memory, his father had Tanjiro's eyes, so for sure they are related. What Tanjiro said earlier, it was something that Tokito's father said at some point. For me, he's dead. He was killed by this demon who attacked Tokito's family, because of who you don't have your memories anymore. And I'm really beginning to think that if you're related, all of that blood situation, you know, all of the thing with the wielder, who might be Upper 1, all of that, I think that like your family Tokito was attacked, Tanjiro's family was attacked. You know, it was on purpose, really, that they attacked Tanjiro's family right there. Like they attacked Tokito's family. It was cool! It was a cool episode. Tell me, what did you think about it? Tell me your theories. Where are you standing with your theories? Again, like always, if you know the truth, if you read the manga, you know, if you know what is truly happening and all, don't say anything. I don't want to have any spoilers on the comments. Be respectful with that. Be nice, please. And yes, just if you have theories because you're just watching this anime, we can share that on the comments. We can discuss about them. And if you want still to discuss with us, you know, in the comments, even if you know the truth already, you can. A lot of you are doing it, you know, and are really respectful with that, telling me stuff like, you have that question? It's an interesting one. One day you're gonna have the answer. You know, stuff like that. It's fun. You can play with me like that, you know, it's a way to play the game with me, to, you know, to share stuff with us and to be a part of that comment section no matter what, and we can have fun, you know, doing stuff like that. Just no spoilers, be careful with that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video right now, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now, bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.